Friends. We have them, we need them, we want them. The most important relationships in our lives, whether familial or romantic, are founded upon just such a thing: friendship. Now, outside of our families, we choose our friends. And we do so based on different things, different similarities, whether things we like to do, read, talk about, see. Today I'm not going to ask you if you like friends. I think we all do. I'm not going to ask you why, but I will ask you this. Have you ever considered the possibility that we limit the friendships we can have and even enjoy because of one simple misunderstanding? Now I'm going to try to resolve this misunderstanding and do it in 3 simple steps. 1, we'll talk about why we make this mistake. 2, we'll talk about how this mistake comes about. And 3, we'll talk about, when recognized, how to remedy this mistake. In general, religion has been found to help us in finding our self-identity. Pamela E. King of the Fuller Theological Seminary has this to say about it. In addition to providing an ideologically rich context, religion offers a social context helpful for identity development. Not only does religion provide a transcendent worldview, but religious tradition exemplifies these principles and behavioral norms in the lives of fellow believers. It is the embodiment of these ideologically based principles and behavioral norms that enables religion to be so effective in the development of identity. During adolescence, personal integration is facilitated not only by abstract ideology, but by having it lived out in the flesh. Religions often provide opportunities for adolescents to interact with peers and build intergenerational relationships as well. Now, because of the profound effect that religion has on our self-identity, it makes sense that we have an innate strictness as Latter-day Saints in the friendships we choose. Whether they are friends or acquaintances, when their behavior or lifestyle is maybe a little bit out of line or in friction with the way we are trying to live, we have the tendency to react, to step back, hesitate, even sprawl, per se. Now, although these reactions are rooted in great things like loyalty, integrity to God, and the promises we've made, it has the adverse effects of leaving those around us feeling alienated or ostracized. This comes about simply because we fail to differentiate. Okay, I'll just say that part again. This happens because we make the mistake of confusing differences in character with differences in principle. President Dieter F. Uchtdorf, President Dieter F. Uchtdorf in the April 2013 conference has this to say about it. Sometimes we confuse differences in personality with sin. We can even make the mistake of thinking that because someone is different from us, it must mean that they are not pleasing to God. This line of thinking leaves some to believe that the church wants to create every member from a single mold, that each one should look, feel, think, and behave like every other. This would contradict the genius of God, who created every man different from his brother, every son different from his father. Even identical twins are not identical in their personalities and spiritual identities. So we need to ask ourselves, when we feel a discomfort, is it because of a difference in character, or because they're different from the laws of God? And either way, regardless of the answer, people should not be left feeling alienated or ostracized. When we recognize that this has happened, there's a simple remedy: charity. From middle school on, I had a great chance to learn this lesson. And by the time I got to college, I came across a professor who shared a quote with me that summed up the things I learned in a brief phrase by B.H. Roberts. He says, "In essentials, let there be unity. In non-essentials, liberty. And in all things, charity." In the things that matter in the eyes of God, we need to be united. And the things that make us, us, let us be free. But in all things, let us have charity in our differences, and eventually we'll come together with the things of God, and we'll come to accept each other in the things that make us different. Now, we won't all get a chance to see the whole world, but as we open our hearts and minds to the differences we have and the beauties within those differences, we can see the world through the lives of others. Thank you.